Hello and welcome to this session, Inspirational Virtual Performances. I'm Simon Lubkowski, the founder of the collective, among other things. Absolutely delighted to be here with you all as part of Lab's big weekend. And thank you very much for them for inviting me to run through some amazing performances with you all that have certainly got me through parts of lockdown, and I know have had a big impact on those people who submitted what they felt were inspirational performances. Since obviously the 7 months of lockdown, it's been quite amazing what singers have managed to do. I think things that we never thought we'd manage to do. Things that we've kind of gone above and beyond personally, musically, psychologically, and certainly technically. I think I'm correct in saying that most of us hadn't heard of Zoom before lockdown, and now most of us are well versed in its positives, its negatives, its flaws and its limitations, but it is certainly better than nothing. Now, the performances I've chosen today are partly the submissions that we Labs received from yourselves, hopefully watching. Not every single submission has been able to be covered here. There's a few. Labs did say that if there were specific pieces that had inspired me and that I felt were kind of worthy of admission, then I could use some of them. So we kind of we've got a combination of some of your submissions, a couple of submissions that people have put through I was involved with, but so just in case you thought that I've put in my own groups, those ones were not by me. I'm egotistical, but not that much. I can hear you at home saying, yes, he is, but no, honestly not. So some of the things are from Labs, some of the things from around the world, some things are kind of barbershop or kind of a cappella, some things are not. But again, there's these performances that really, at the time when they came out of this 7 month period, these performances really kind of spoke to me and obviously some of you as well. So yeah, just really looking forward to sharing some information about them, and obviously then we can have a listen to these great performances, these inspirational performances. Now, way back in March when lockdown started, this group actually was, I think, one of the first groups that I was aware of who brought out a kind of a virtual performance. And it was just the right song at the right time, personally, for me. So this the song that this group have chosen was True Colours, and it was the 22nd of March, I think, when this song came out. So for me, certainly only a few days into lockdown. The group is Camden Voices group from London, and again, the song itself is beautiful. And there's various different versions that exist, but this one is just lovely. And again, at the beginning of lockdown, for me, certainly it gave me a sense that music would continue, singing would continue. And yeah, so for me, it was quite an inspirational start to lockdown. Not at the time knowing how long that we'd be living like this, but certainly it's a beautiful song, performed really, really well by Camden Voices. So our first inspirational performance of today is Camden Voices with their version of True Colours.
You with the sad eyes, don't be discouraged, or I realize it's hard to take courage in the world full of people. You can lose sight of it all. The darkness inside you can make you feel so small. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, oh, like a rainbow. Show me your smile. Show me your smile. Don't be unhappy, can't remember when I last saw you laughing. When this world makes you crazy and you take it all you can bear, just call me up, 'cause you know I'll be there. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, oh, like a rainbow. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful. I see your true colors shining through. I see your true colors, and that's why I love you. So don't be afraid to let them show your true colors. True colors are beautiful, so beautiful, like a rainbow.
Absolutely beautiful. I hope you'll agree. So that was in March. Now, as many of you will know, the collective was also formed in March. Really, as a director of a Babs chorus, Tuxedo Junction, a mixed chorus, Lux a cappella, and a community choir here in Leicester, the Knighton Community Choir, and with my quartets, the Simpletones, the Locksmiths. Lockdown meant that pretty much all those musical things stopped pretty much overnight. So the collective was formed kind of as a response to that, which we then decided to let everybody who wanted to join in. And obviously that was quite successful. The first song that we did, and actually it's one of the someone else other than me submitted this as an inspirational performance, so we won't play it all. You can probably hear it in the background there, but White Cliffs of Dover was the first song that we chose to do, and again at a time when I think it was just coming clear that obviously kind of Babs Convention wasn't happening, and when it became probably clear that Labs Convention and IABS and all these other things that we would all been looking forward to so much, again, Sweetheart Lines, all these different kind of barbershop conventions were being cancelled, were being postponed, and these things were stopping, and we were probably realising at that point just how long it might be until we get the chance to sing with each other again. And White Cliffs of Dover was our way in the collective of trying to give a little bit of hope and to say that we will get there eventually, and there is a light ahead of us, and we will not be stuck singing online forever. So this is the White Cliffs of Dover by the collective, one of the inspirational virtual performances from lockdown.
There'll be bluebirds over the white cliffs of Dover. Tomorrow, just you wait and see. There'll be blue
great to watch that back again. It feels like almost a lifetime ago that we actually put that together. So yeah, the White Cliffs of Dover by the Collective. Our next inspiration performance was at the beginning of May. The song You'll Never Walk Alone obviously is a really kind of emotive song, and a lot of the songs I've chosen are quite emotive songs. I'm a bit of anyone who knows me will know I'm quite an emotional guy. I wear my heart on my sleeve, and I am not averse to bursting into tears at times if I get a little bit too emotional, so I'll try not to do that now. But a gentleman by the name of Harrison Sheckler put together this version of You'll Never Walk Alone, which I think is absolutely just lovely. And again, I remember watching it back in May and just being like, yeah, that is just beautiful stuff. So this is Harrison Sheckler and many other people singing You'll Never Walk Alone. Gorgeous. So here in the UK, when we need some uplifting, we definitely have been blessed in lockdown by the Red Rosettes. Not just the chorus, but also lots of the singers from within the Red Rosettes. There's been lots, and there was lots of submissions that we could have chosen, lots of pieces we could have chosen. The piece I've chosen from the Red Rosettes was the 11th of May. And is the song We Need a Hero, which again made me smile, made me laugh an awful lot. I was thankful to have worked with a few of the Red Rosettes over lockdown in various ways and guises. So I absolutely loved this performance. At the time I loved it, and I love it just as much now. So hopefully you enjoy the Red Rosettes with We Need a Hero.
Where have all the good men gone, and where are all their gods? Where's the streetwise Hercules to fight the rising odds? Isn't there a white knight upon a fiery steed? I dream of what we need. We need a hero, yes we do. Rolling up for a hero till the end of the night. They've gotta be strong and they've gotta be fast and they've gotta be fresh from the fight. We need a hero, yes we do. Rolling up for a hero till the morning light. They've gotta be sure and it's gotta be soon and they've gotta be larger than life. There's a wildest fantasy. Someone just beyond there's someone reaching back for me. They'll be racing with the thunder and rising with the heat. It's gonna take Superman to sweep me off my feet. We need a hero, yes we do. We're holding out for a hero till the end of the night. They've gotta be strong and they've gotta be fast and they've gotta be fresh from the fight. We need a hero, yes we do. We're holding out for a hero till the morning light. They've gotta be sure and it's gotta be soon and they've gotta be larger than life.
Yeah, you gotta love them. You gotta love the red rosettes. So great stuff. Now, next up, we have some men. I know, men. Now, the current Babs Quartet, the current Babs Chorus champions, Hallmark of Harmony, blessed us with their sense of humour and their fun-loving ways on the 24th of May this year, around the time when we would have been having Babs Convention, which sadly didn't happen, but they did a great arrangement by Hannah Briggs of Dancing in the Dark, which again, there's some interesting moves, so again, really entertaining video that brightened me up at a time when I had been looking forward to being at a Babs Convention with quartet and with chorus. So here is Hallmark of Harmony with Dancing in the Dark.
Feeling the same way, I ain't nothing but tired. Oh man, I'm just tired and bored of myself. Hey there, baby, pop, pop, I could use just a little help. You can't start a fire, no, you can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Oh, even if we're just dancing in the dark. Messages keep getting clearer. Radio's on and I'm moving round the place. I take a look in the mirror. I wanna change my clothes, my hair, my face. My day's getting nowhere. Oh man, I'm living in a dump like this. Is something happening somewhere? Pop, 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 baby, I just know that there is. You can't start a fire. No, you can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Oh, even if we're just dancing in the dark. You sit around getting older. Oh, there's a joke joke is somewhere and it's on me. I'll shake this world off my shoulders. Oh, laughs on me. You can't start a fire. No, you can't start a fire without a spark. This gun's for hire. Oh, even if we're just dancing in the dark.
Round of applause there from Hallmark of Harmony. Great stuff. Very enjoyable indeed. Hopefully you enjoy that as much as I did. It would be wrong of me to go through anything to do with virtual choirs and not focus on something involving the great Eric Whitacre, one of the first people that I was aware of as a composer and a choral director to be doing a virtual choir way back when. I'm not sure when Virtual Choir 1 was, but it was a long old time ago now. And this is during lockdown. Eric Whitacre composed a piece of music, and he did his Virtual Choir 6. And again, I think they had 17,000 people are featured on this recording and in this video. So some of you may have seen this, but again, I'm always inspired by Eric Whitacre, both his composing, his kind of the way he approaches things, the fact that he's far too devilishly handsome for his own good. Although he is getting a little bit older, but I think he's getting better. He's like a fine wine. He gets better with age, which is even more annoying. But it's a beautiful song. So it's called Sing Gently. And this is Virtual Choir 6. Some of you may have been involved with it. It's an absolutely gorgeous song and an amazing video to watch. So this certainly inspired me in July. This was the 19th of July when this finally came out. But again, it was recorded quite a long time before that. But they did have to edit 17,000 videos and voices in for this final version. So Eric Whitacre, Virtual Choir 6, Sing Gently. Just lovely. Sing Gently as One. Now that is a small segue to our next inspirational performance. Singing Gently as One. There's not as much gentle singing in this next one, but there is the word one. So this was one of the kind of submissions from you people out there in Labs Land, and it is another collective song, One Voice. We were really blessed with One Voice to have some amazing Labs choruses take on our kind of the solo line of that song. Obviously, we've got quite a lot of Labs singers within our music team, and we had I think there was quite a lot of choruses in different groups from all over the world. But there's a few Labs choruses in there, Sweet Adeline's choruses in there as well, singing our solo line through this. So this is the collective with One Voice, and again submitted by someone else, not myself. I promise that I'm not just entering in my own groups. Promise. This is a collective with One Voice, obviously originally by Barry Manilow. Beautiful song. So it's easy to sing songs well when they're so well written in the first place. So enjoy.
Just one voice singing in the darkness. All it takes is one voice singing so they hear what's on your mind. And when you look around, you'll find there's more than one voice singing in the darkness, joining with the one voice, each and every note another octave, and our joy and fears are not only one voice would start it on its own. We need just one voice facing the unknown, and then that one voice would never be alone. It takes that, it takes one
Good memories, very good memories, folks. You'll notice that this is a different video. It's because the next song that I had chosen, we can't use it because it blocks the entire video from being reused on YouTube, etc., etc. So I'm having to do this like a night or two before this goes live. So apologies for my appearance, and apologies for it not being the same virtual background, etc. The next song, however, I've added in one because again I had too many choices. I had no shortage of choices of songs that we could have used. This next one, to kind of brighten you up and giving you a really good laugh, is St Giles Festival Choir. There is a barbershopper or two in here, I think, if you can spy them out. But they did a comedy song which is called "The Birth of the Virtual Choir," which I thought was very apt to be used here. So I remember watching this, and it's really, really funny. Really, really funny. So really, really good. So very enjoyable it is too. So this is St Giles Festival Choir with "The Birth of the Virtual Choir." I think some of us can really... we can definitely see ourselves in a lot of this virtual performance, which in itself is very inspiring, very humorous. I hope you enjoy it.
Virtual choir.
8 weeks ago I never heard of Zoom. Now I'm singing solo in my living room. There is no one around to keep me in tune. It's the birth of the virtual choir. When we rehearse a brand new song, nobody will know if I go wrong. I can make it up as I go along. I am loving the virtual choir.
But wait a sec, now my cover is blown.
They want a recording using a phone.
Don't say no, we can't do technology.
If we're over 50, who thought of this? It's a bad idea.
So I am now feeling sick with fear.
But I'll do my best and I'll give it a go.
Who's been messing around with this phone?
iPhone boys and it plugs in. Lipstick, smile and lift your chin. Start the backing track again, 'cause I wasn't ready to begin. Music sheets pinned to the wall. Fingers crossed that they won't fall. Who's that walking through the hall? They are not in the virtual choir.
Halfway through, I'm on take 3.
Don't lose focus, stay in key.
Oh, but I forgot I was supposed to smile.
This could take a while. I can't record till I'm on my own.
But I need help with the blessed phone. Why does it keep pointing right at my nose?
Landscape, get it right. I never knew my hair was looking such a sight. Look sincere and calm and bright. That's the rule of the virtual choir. That's take 10 going in the bin. The phone has fallen off that pile of books again. I'm just gonna pour myself a double gin. Oh, the joys of the virtual choir. Camera action, here I come. Take 54 will be the perfect one. 2 bars from the end, I'm nearly done. Why am I in the virtual choir?
Take 68 was my very best.
Now for the experts to do the rest.
How can they make that into something good?
There is no way I could.
After a week, when we heard it played, we were blown away by what they'd made. Thank you, engineers, for all you do.
8 weeks ago I never heard of Zoom. Now I'm singing solo in my living room. So if there's one good thing in this doom and gloom, it's the birth of the virtual choir. It's the birth of the virtual choir.
Lovely stuff. Okay, so our next item is a song actually I became aware of a few years ago. There was a virtual, or not, but a recording of this on YouTube, and was a song that when I first heard it, I was like, wow, that's amazing. I was fortunate enough with Hallmark of Harmony to be able to sing this song at Labs last year, and then the group who originally did this, BYU Vocal Point, did a virtual choir version, I think with 800 musicians. So there's an orchestra and a choir, and it's the song Nearer My God to Thee. I am also inspired by the visuals. It's one of the best virtual choir videos I've seen for kind of visuals, and kind of the production values are just amazing. It's definitely a little bit different than your standard Zoom video, if you see what I mean. So it's an amazing performance, an amazing song. The song itself is inspiring anyway, and this virtual version, adding in a kind of a full orchestra and 800 different musicians, is to me extremely inspiring. So this is BYU Vocal Point with Nearer My God to Thee.
Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee, e'en though it be a cross that raiseth me.
Let the way be steps unto heaven. All that thou sendest me in mercy give.
Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to thee.
Like the waters, the sun gone down, darkness be over me, my rest angels to beckon me, nearer my God to me.
Nearer, my God, to thee, nearer to
Yeah, I love the end of that. It's so dramatic, completely over the top, but completely wonderful and inspiring. Now, the next act up, we have Black Cat Harmony, mixed chorus from the UK, with a wonderful version of the song Smile. This was 21st of August, I think it was, when this got released on YouTube, and again, really, really enjoyable as I was kind of pushing to the end of the summer holidays in what had been an amazing summer holidays, very kind of chaotic, very kind of inspiring in its own way, very tiring, and as I was kind of looking towards going back to school, I'm a director of music at a secondary school, looking towards kind of the worries and the kind of concerns about going back to school and all those kind of getting back to the new normal and all those kind of things. And again, when this was released, I remember really enjoying it. It was also nominated by people out there in labs. So again, it's a great performance of Smile, Black Cat Harmony.
While your heart is aching, smile even though it's breaking. When there are clouds in the sky, you'll get by if you smile through your fear and sorrow. Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you. Light up your face in gladness, hide every trace of sadness. All the tear may be ever sunny. Oh, that's the time you must keep on trying. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. You just it's breaking when there are clouds in the sky. You'll get by if you smile through your fear and fear. Smile and maybe tomorrow you'll see the sun come shining through for you.
Light up your face with gladness, hide every trace of sadness. All the tear may be ever so near to time. Smile, what's the use of crying? You'll find that life is still worthwhile if you just smile. You just smile. Oh, you just
Lovely stuff, lovely stuff. Now, our next inspirational performance is actually from someone whose son was involved in this group. And again, apologies, it's the Collective Youth Chorus, but none of the collective things were picked by me, I'm just saying that. But again, someone out there, they probably know who they are, their son was involved in this performance. And again, it's been really tough. I know with my daughter sings with the Collective Youth Chorus as well, and as does her boyfriend. And it's been really tough, been really, really tough for young people. She was in year 12, and I know some people are in year 11 with exams, A-levels and GCSEs and all the kind of the worries that kind of went on about their exams, about their grades, about their futures, about all sorts of things. So it was really important that we keep young people singing, we keep their kind of minds off the potential whys and wherefores of everything we're dealing with. And again, knowing that as parents we didn't have very many answers. We've never really been in this position either. Certainly I haven't been anything like this at all in my life, so I didn't really have the answers. And I think again, music can kind of take your mind off those things. And the next song was actually by I suppose you call it a new metal band called Linkin Park. But the actual song itself is really, really beautiful. It's called One More Light. And again, the message of the song is, we need to take care of ourselves, tell people how much we love them, because sadly, one day, we may well lose them. And obviously there's lots of you out there who've gone through that, some of them due to COVID-19, some of them due to other health-related reasons. But yeah, the Collective Youth Chorus did this version of One More Light, really just to kind of to help them and to help others in what was still, even at this point in the end of August, a really tricky time for everyone and continues to be so. So hope you enjoy this, and this is for that mum out there who I think appreciated the effect it had on her son, to be able to sing with other people and to take his mind off the worries of the world.
Well, I do.
Oh, okay. So we're to our last song, folks. Hopefully you're still with us and you're enjoying some of these inspirational virtual performances. As I said, there's so many that you could choose from again, and it was just really tough to choose going through the nominations, going through the various things, and there's probably a huge list. You're probably at home shouting at me because I've missed out your favourite virtual performance, so apologies if I've missed anything out. It's a tricky job to pick things. So thank you so much for having me. This last kind of want a bit of an uplift, but this last performance was from the Brisbane Couch Choir, and is a version of Happy Together, which is just really, really full of joy, full of enjoyment, full of kind of smiles, and again is a real kind of nice way to end this session. Now, I'm assuming that we're going to have some more inspiring virtual performances over the next few months, seeing as we're probably unlikely to get all our choirs and groups back in the next few months. So we're going to have some more virtual performances. I know that the collective are working towards our Christmas songs, and I know that some of you out there are doing Christmas shows, you're doing Christmas songs, and you're trying to keep the kind of get the festive spirits going. And again, I'm really looking forward to seeing you all whenever we can meet in person. But please keep on doing those virtual performances. Please keep on putting those things together. You do not know the effect it has, not just on me, but the effect it has on just so many people when they see these performances, when they see that singing, when they hear that music. It has such an impact on them. So remember that we're not just singing for ourselves, we're singing for others. And again, it has a massive impact based upon how much people want to look at this stuff. And again, it'll be amazing to sing these songs live when we're all able to be back together with each other. So thank you so much for being with me today. Thank you, Labs, for having me. And this is our last inspirational performance of Happy Together by the Brisbane Couch Choir. Take care. Thank you very much, folks. Have a great weekend.